My name is Grant Latham, and I'm here with my brother Brandon Latham, who is a coach for youth baseball. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Okay.
I'm doing well. Yes, I am. All right. So I know that obviously growing up, me and you both played baseball.
Yeah.
And I was wanting to know at the time of when you were playing, so when you were 8, 9, 10 years old, however, how do you feel at that time it was preparing you for just anything in life?
I feel like it was preparing me and helping me how to communicate and how to be more disciplined and patient with everything, because you can't just go in and grab what you want. You always have to build up to work for it. So with baseball, it helped with, progressing as a person. So yeah.
Do you think it helped with your social life at all?
Oh, absolutely, because every summer spent on the baseball field, you're hanging out with friends, and then you have your coaches teaching you stuff, so you're taking away from the adults, and you're taking from the adults and putting it with your friends. And so it helped tremendously. It can help with speech and not being shy around a bunch of people and communicating with people. And yeah.
Okay. And now as an adult, how do you think it helped you grow up looking back at that time?
I probably would say the same thing. Like, even like, as an adult, being a coach, it kind of gives me more patience with everything. And you see how everybody is different as far as the way they react to certain styles of coaching, certain styles of communication, because every person, adult or child, is different in how they react.
Right.
You being a new father, I'm sure you're going to figure that out real fast. Real fast.
Yes.
And so, yeah, there's same benefits, just in a different aspect as far as how you can communicate when you're a child versus how you communicate when you're older.
Okay, so as a coach, what is your main goal? Obviously, to win a championship, get your players to be ready and everything like that. But what is your goal to develop them for the daily life as they grow up, as they grow older?
So I guess the goal as a coach in general is really not necessarily winning the championship, because if you're at the age group that I did last year, it was between the 8 and 9-year-olds. So with that age group, the main focus and goal was to teach the kids on how to stay focused on a task and complete the task and not veer off topic. Because a lot of young kids, I know me especially, would see something going on and would get bored with what the coach was saying and want to go play with the kids at the park because I wanted to stay doing something. So the main goal for me was just to make sure everybody had the same mindset of getting something done, paying attention, and just always learning and listening.
Okay, so what do you think is the biggest reward in coaching, though?
The biggest reward is seeing the growth,
growth?
from the beginning to the end of the season.
Like the growth as a player or as an individual?
Both.
Both?
Because you'll see, as an individual, the learning skills, the listening skills, and the communication between the kids themselves, the kids to the coaches, and vice versa, coaches to the children. It improves drastically. And then as far as the baseball aspect of it, as they improve, their motor skills are getting better, their hand-eye coordination is getting better, and that helps them with everything.
Right. So I've never coached before, so do you see the more shy kids, maybe not as good at baseball, are kind of doing it because their parents are either forcing them to, or just say, hey, play a sport, whatever it may be. Do you see them develop into loving baseball, or do you think they're getting better, but they're still just not fully in it? Like,
yes and no. Obviously I don't know these kids at home, so I don't know if they really are shy, but everybody is shy to an extent when they're around new people. It takes a while for people to warm up. But as a child, like, you see them warming up around kids. Obviously, they're wanting to hang out, have some fun. They create new friends. And through youth sports, I feel it makes children more open to creating new friends. Because not only are you going to go into a new age group or a new team next year with all new teammates, then when you go to school, you have different classmates every year. So it also teaches you how to open up and communicate with your classmates as far as also your teammates.
Okay. Yeah. So for me, looking back at it, the thing I liked the most was the preparation work. And I obviously, I play Call of Duty for Franklin College, and that's still something in every sport that it seems to be, is that you have to prepare for everything. That's basically kind of what it seems like you're saying, that you're preparing them to succeed in baseball, which also prepares them for communication, which can be preparing them for the future, which just seems to be more rewarding than anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I can understand that. Now, as a player, obviously, as you were a player, how do you think that developed you to become a coach? What did you take away from that the most?
Really just the love of the game, me loving baseball so much. Once I, got my playing days were over, a couple years after I was done playing, I still go around, watch games. I'll still watch them at home. Obviously, with my attire, you can tell I still love the game of baseball. It was a way for me to get back into it.
Okay.
and stay around what I loved.
Okay.
And yeah, so that was pretty much my biggest reward from it, is being able to always be able to go back to it. And coaching's opened up a whole lot more opportunities as well, as far as doing more coaching for higher levels, just doing lessons here and there, just stuff like that.
Okay. And then just one last question for fun. All right. So obviously, as a player and a coach, which one would you prefer to do?
I would prefer to be a player because I love the game so much. And
Okay.
being a player, just gave me so much joy in life, because it's the one place if I had one place to be, it'd be on a baseball field.
Right.
I know it's probably weird, but it is.
Everybody has their own happy place.
That's the one place I'll always be, because I still take my baseball glove, I'll put it up my face every summer, even though I'm an old man now. I'll still put it up there, I'll still take a ball, toss it up in the air, sometimes still swing a bat. Just anything involved baseball.
Okay.
So the answer would definitely be player.
Definitely be player.
Definitely be player.
All right. Well, my name is Grant Latham, and I just wanted to thank you for,
No
for
problem.
on short notice
Yeah,
having
absolutely.
this interview with me. And it was very informative, and I hope that the class also learned something from it. So thank you again.
No problem.